Africa, endithandayo iAfrika, endithandayo.
Ngabe siza kuthatha ixesha elide ukubuyela ekhaya. Ngabe siza kuthatha ixesha elide ukubuyela ekhaya.
The first advice I got as a student that got admitted into the school was, be careful with these lecturers. Don't ever enter their offices alone.
Stay away from the lecturers.
Just be careful of the male lecturers.
When I first got into school, I had many people telling me to stay clear of this lecturer. This lecturer is not good. When I go to this office, dress like this, dress like that. They use the word in pidgin language like I should shine my eye.
And me being a reserved person, I didn't really find visiting lecturers a thing to do, so I actually adhered to their advice. The first lecturer I visited didn't prove otherwise as expected. I decided with the whole, do you know you're beautiful? Do you have a boyfriend? No, don't worry, you don't have to be shy, just feel free around me. Just feel free, don't be shy, okay? I can be like a friend and a daddy to you in school. Then he reaches out and holds my hand, looking into my eyes. All that made me so uncomfortable that all I wanted to do was just leave the office. I interacted with few students who have almost same experiences with me, and trust me, it is always the same case. In every class, there was a case or two about lecturers making advances at female students. I got even more shocked when I was told that these lecturers also hit on male students who may be dating female students they find attractive.
A lecturer failed me in his course because he was having interest in a girl that I was dating, and I had to carry over this course.
We have had cases like that many times where a lecturer failed a male student because he has a girlfriend that him, the lecturer, also has interest in.
It's not a male friend, it was my boyfriend doing my diploma. Like, okay, one lecturer like that, he claims to be my father in school, but indirectly, like, he was eyeing me. It was really obvious, but like, he was claiming to be my father, and he hated the fact that I was dating one particular guy like that because obviously they bear the same name, and he felt the guy claims to be too good, and then he was always showing himself. But I don't know, like, he gave the guy carryover in his course. Like, even GST, he made sure the guy was just coming to write the GST often and often, but like, thank God he changed the lecturer, so he was able to pass the GST and the course.
These monsters also leverage on the fact that some students perform poorly in their academics and hit on them. They offer them higher grades that they can't even say no to.
She had a carryover on a course, and it was just not really a carryover. It was a missing result, but then she went to ask why her result is missing because she registered for this exam and she wrote it. But unfortunately, they told her to carry over the course because fighting for it to be like to not work. So this man started calling her to meet up at some unforeseen places that, you know, that even if you are seen there, to bring questions to your character.
A lecturer called me, and he was the kind that I have carry over in his course. So I was I have carry over. Okay. So he was okay, I should visit him in his office.
That's the essence of manipulation, right? They make it look like you have choices when you are actually helpless. I've also had lecturers compliment about my body in a very embarrassing way.
Talk to me about how sexy my boobs look, how sexy my body is, and all those things.
And you know, this lecturer will just bundle on you and be like, "Oh, come and hug me." And you know, they are looking directly at your body. You know what they are looking at? That look of I'm going to swallow you.
As if they allow him now, he will just chop me or anything. Now, like, as if they should just give him that moment to press my breast or anything.
So it makes me feel uncomfortable, and that's like the highest form of harassment to me, because you're looking at me that way and you're talking to me the way you do, and then you want to force me to come and hug you almost, and then when you hug them, they kind of press you into their body. Like, as harassment of the highest order. Sexual harassment is a menace eating up our society, and it has dangerous effects on the victims. And some of these effects include emotional trauma, depression, low self-esteem, feelings of shame and helplessness. It may also cause the victim to indulge themselves into the use of drugs to suppress their emotions. It is not always perceived easy by the victims to speak out when things like this happen to them, but speaking out will be the best thing they can do to themselves. When you speak up, you are dumping this shame and guilt on these perpetrators because they deserve it and not you. Sexual harassment is a wicked act, and everyone should lend a voice to fight against it. To student affairs of all the institutions, please try and make yourselves available, accessible and friendly to these vulnerable students, because that's the reason why most of them can't speak up, because they don't find anybody they can confide in. So but when you make yourself available, they can confidently come to you and report a case of harassment with lecturers to you. And when they do, please try and take it up, because these lecturers, I feel that they're above the institution. They think nothing can be done to them. They think nothing can be done about what they do to students. But when you take up this matter, it's going to give other students in the future the courage to always come, because they know that something is always done about it. So they to give them the courage to come up and report cases. And then it will also make lecturers to actually pipe low in harassing students.